Hello peeps, welcome back to Old Yorkshire Git Tries. Help if I put the mic in, won't it? Something's got a cock up on it, it's me. Hey, Final Fantasy 14 part 302. Just a quickie before we start. I had a comment from, I won't mention their name because they've privatised their subscription. I don't know how that works, I have no idea. But they don't want to be known, obviously, I guess. Or it's somebody who just watched it and decided to comment on it. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't come up on my subscriber list anyway, but it doesn't show them all, so I don't know how it works. But anyway, he was explaining about, remember when I was playing yesterday and it had old Vera walking and she was getting more bloody and ragged as she was going and everything, and I was giving I didn't know what was going on, and he gave me a brief explanation. Shout out to him. Oh, her? Hey, let's not get funny. Hey, I don't know. Sorry, I made an assumption then, and we shouldn't assume, should we? Anyway, they said that it was. I had to write it down because it was quite a lengthy comment, but I found it helpful. And it was there. I can't even read my own writing because I ain't got my specs on. Because they were about to. They'd already sacrificed half of them, hadn't they, for Zodiac, and they were going to sacrifice even more to try and stop it. And she realised, obviously, yeah. I mean, it don't work, does it? Because you keep going half until there's one of you left. Don't work. So to do it, she sundered the world so that they'd experience suffering, grief, and everything else, hoping then that they would grow a pair as it was and start fighting the despair. Did it work? I don't think it did, but you know, what else could you do? And he put it all into a great explanation for me. It made it a bit enlightened it for me as it was. So yeah, I wrote back and thanked him very much. He asked me, did I think she made the right decision? Yeah, I do actually. And I'm a firm believer. There's no, as I told him in my reply, you will never have a perfect utopia, no matter what we do, because you will always have somebody who will get a bit greedy. You will always have rich. You will always have poor. You will have those that have and those that have not. No matter what you do, you will always have it, because there will always be somebody who wants, well, I'm working a bit harder than him, so I deserve something a bit more. And you know, you've got to have the opposites, because how can you be happy if you've never understood grief or sorrow? You can't. So, and getting too philosophical now, aren't I? So anyway, drop it. Let's get back into the game. But anyway, shout out to him. Well, shout out. I'm not even mentioning there. I said him again, didn't I? Ooh, bloody hell! I'll get cancelled. Shout out to them for commenting. Makes my day when I click and it says you have a comment. Ooh, got to read it. So come on, peeps. Hey, and my graph on YouTube now, it's doing all this now. For about 8 months it was just a straight line. Now it's going like this. Hey, love it. BitChute, that's always good. The old BitChute massive. Keep it up, peeps. And me one on Rumble. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Right, speaking with Alice, aren't we? We played them stupid battles yesterday and I couldn't get it. Why's my thing not working? Right, I hadn't got my screen selected. My fault, I know. Hey, got me brew. Cheers, peeps. Yorkshire tea. Come on, Taylors. Oh, delicious. Wet the old whistle. Right, Alice. To see Zeno standing there so uncaring, unrepentant, gods, I don't know what came over me. Just blurted out the first thing that came to mind. Looking back on it, I stand by those words. Good on you, cock. I would say I hope they won't incite him to further villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyway, enough about that. It's good to see you again. Right. If I remember right, wasn't it a weapon? Use. Armory chest. +2. I'm going to hold on that for a moment, because if I get into another battle, the weapon I've got, although it's 2 less, I seem to be doing a lot more damage because I've got that materia on it, haven't I? So I'm going to hold on that till I get to a materia guy. It's only took me 300 episodes to work that one out. And kept moaning, mate.
No major injuries then. Good.
Philoki again. Don't you want me, baby?
I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
What is it, Alfie?
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives.
Come on,
Though
spit
not
it
all,
out.
I regret to say.
Can't
I
make
take it
an
that I'm addressing Lucia Junius.
I'm butting in.
I'm the forum's envoy, Fortuno Leveilleur,
I'm fucking on over here.
and you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Nobody going to ask Albert where he's been. He's got one hell of a
Another trial
tail.
wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
Nice one, Jules.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Sharlayan alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
No.
I swear.
Thing is, how can you make a promise like that if you don't even know what you're promising about?
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. for not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks. Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
I wasn't on the first. Oh.
Did you hear something just now?
What? It's from the moon. It's one of them little rabbits. Hey, they're all here.
Dawn may banish even the darkest
orange red.
night, and to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort.
It's all fluffy whiskers.
'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed.
Did he carry a sword?
So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Atheris. Urianger made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvellous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Urianger's inferior works no more.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom?
Come on.
As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal. We were born from Hydaelyn's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Urianger made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Forgive me, but are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow. Well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Hydaelyn's right paw! That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Sharlayan, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
Still wandering looking for pudding.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperids made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable.
Quite
'Tis
screwing on a bit,
trite,
innit?
perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Good to have you back.
For a time, at least. Nevertheless, 'twas worth the journey to find present company well.
Wait till
Will
you
thou
hear his
attend us at
stuff.
the Forum and
You're
lend
gonna
thine
tell
own
'em.
wisdom?
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Still wandering. Pudding, pudding. Can't beat a nice pudding. Quest accepted. What quest? Have I missed something? Oh, bloody hell. All right, okay. What's he got? Oh, no. Don't know what these meant to do. Oh, come on. I shouldn't have started talking to him. Jotting down everything I've heard about the most remarkable vistas. A few notes I've shared. I think that might... Travel to the location indicated. Fulfill the necessary conditions. Complete the entry. Well, it can't be them little dots then, can it? Right, Urianger. I dare say Master Faucon was as nonplussed as we to learn the identity of Hydaelyn's lunar custodians. You'll soon discover they have much more to offer the Forum. Let's return to the Annex. We may yet have time to discuss your recent adventures. Sorry, I've got to do it on foot. Can't use me dragon. Worldly Affairs official. Lever meat, front vendor, we just get the map up. Container, repairs, shop, repairs. Don't see a lever meat. Anywhere. Bugger. Okay. See what they got to offer. Maybe I'll have to travel to Crystarium, somewhere like that, where I know there's a materia guy. Finish my brew. Ah, it's empty. Bugger. Do we a flask? Not that I'm complaining, Orangery, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor are you. In extolling the virtues of Aetherius, I did inadvertently awaken in the Loporrits a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Krile tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us. I have news to share regarding our study of the ethereal sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, so I would rather hear them first. What revelations did Hydaelyn's Elpis flower lead? Off you go then, Albert. Floor's all yours, pal. Travel back in time. Met Hydaelyn before she became Hydaelyn. And Fandango. And then this dynamis is what drives the final days. If it and Akasset are one and the same, this all but proves Nidana's theory. We're an entity through sheer force of emotion. To channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass even that of ether. But if our star is so replete with ether, said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamics of this great expanse. Meteion, or rather the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, the destruction of Aetherius. Then our role is no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim, to defeat Meteion. Yep. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Meteion, who delivered the world from the final days. But to attempt it, there are two conditions. We must determine her location. Before she escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Venat, the woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of the implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and the Vera you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities and an all-powerful being, I'd wager that Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetherius, not to stay. Do you suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Meteion? The Venat, I know. Yeah, Venat I know would never give up. That's my impression too, otherwise she wouldn't have used me as a conduit, or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting. Mankind's answer to Herpes' question. Right, go and fight in Hydaelyn then, is it? So what's the second condition? We must find a means to reach Meteion. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. What, hadn't she gone to Edge of the Universe? Communing with Hydaelyn must come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any luck with the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not. We enlisted the help of Arenvold and other Echo-blessed allies. We couldn't detect so much as a whisper, even from within the anti-tower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. If so, it will most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea, but closer to home. Who's this? What's you want? Oh no. Ojika, Sunjika. Sorry to interrupt, we just received word from the Forum. Your presence is required in the Rostra, where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. Then Father was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Hey, little tattoo, bless her. Right. Quickly nipped a thing there. Materia guy somewhere. Because I don't think there is one here. Oh, hang on. Oh yes, need that. Thank you. Where's my home? Nope. Surprised we ain't got one here. Repairs. Just do a last check. Where else do I know where there is one? Aha. Oh shit, where was it? Was it Gira Bernia? Ralga's Reach. I know there's one there, isn't there? Is Wedge Big still stood there waiting for me to do their quest? Here he is. Right, first things first. Army chest. Equip. Retrieve materia. Can I get anything off this guy? No, I ain't got none, have I? Materia melding, inventory, equipped. Right. And now I can travel for free. Hey. Right, ready for anything now. Right, speaking with the steward. Up this way somewhere. We've not got an aetheryte crystal anywhere. Oh, there's a bloody melder. Why didn't they pop up? Oh, shit. I just wasted, what, 1,500 Klebbies? What's that over there? Should you choose to undertake this quest, from the journal, duty list and map will be limited. You'll need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues to determine your course of action. Oh, go on then. It's only because I'm curious what's in the box. I've been looking for you. I'm an adventurer too. Delivering this letter and box to you. I can't say who sent them. Rest assured my client means you no ill. I'll leave you to it, but I suggest you start by reading the letter. Dear Albert, there is a gift for you in the box if you can open it. You must acquire 3 keys, the keepers of which are somewhere in Sharlayan. Solve the riddles to find them. Try to have fun. Towards wisdom aspiring, a keeper doth gaze. By your mind's inquiring and new trails blazed, yet the mind is a muscle, in rest it doth grow. So let all embrace slumber, the better to know. What? What the? By life ever flowing, a keeper doth wait, clutching a prize, his hunger to state. No prize is so coveted as one golden hued, the mention of which is never thought rude. Blessed by the nymphi, a keeper doth stand, enthralled in a tale, a book in his hand. Evocative as letters on parchment may be, 'tis words said and heard which impel destiny. Right. Well, I think one's the library. Golden statue. What's that? Is that a golden statue out there? Not sure. Let's actually get the quest going. not gold, is it? Scholars Harbour. There was something about scholars, weren't they? I won't call that golden. Trying to think where the places are. Which one's the library? Oh, I don't know. Did I make a mistake picking this quest? I want to know what's in the box. The statue of Thalic is past the stow. I advise against trying to see it from here. You're likely to fall into the water. I won't call that gold. Said something about gold, didn't it? Let's have a look at the Aetheryte for a minute. Right, that's the plaza, the studium. The rostra. Avelia. Journey's End. Still think it's got something to do with that statue. How to get out there? It's getting dark now as well. Can I see it from a different angle maybe? What about over there? So these must be what that bloke tells me to do then, but I don't know. Maybe you have to go to your log and fine stuff. What about from that other side? Bum, 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 bum. What about from up there, maybe? Not here. Decline. What's that? I worked on a report all night. All I can do is doze off. Right, what did the... How do you read them? Set to hotbar. Oh, no. I'm not doing the wrong thing. Oh. Bugger. Ah. So that towards wisdom aspiring. Right. Let all embrace slumber. Ooh, hang on a minute. Emotes. Again. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, waiting for you. Ah, did work. Master made me give you this key. To go as far as disguise himself as a woman, it shows how much he wanted to meet you in person. Played my part, I returned to my training. Right, I got one then. Right. Number 2. It's alright. Here we go. Set to hotbar. There we go. There's a gift for you in the box. If you can open it. By life ever flowing, a keeper doth wait, clutching his prize, his hunger to state. Yet no prize is so coveted as one golden hued, the mention of which is never thought rude. Round. Gunbreak. I thought it said keeper, then I thought, oh, is that one? What are you looking for around here? Anything? Where did they go, that gunbreaker? Where am I anyway? Where did they go? We're not going that way, are we? They went up that way somewhere, didn't they? Where did you go? What about that house up there? That woman, what's she doing? Oh, no. Looking up top again. Sorry, it's a bit boring. You might want to skip this bit and just fast forward. Got to be something somewhere. About up the top. See nothing that way. Right, that's where we've got to go next. What's that? No. That? Could this nook can be one of the... Review the letter. By life ever flowing, got a river. Clutching his prize, a hunger to state. The hell is it? Oh, it's a squirrel. I thought that white thing was its head. I thought, is it a duck or something? I thought, what's a duck called? Nutki. Covered. Right. Was it a nut? No, that'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Acorn. Hang on, let me read thing again. The mention of which. Supposed to say something? Let's try this. Acorn. Ah, no, hang on, we've got to select him first, haven't we? There we go. Then acorn. No, what about golden acorn? Ah! Well done, my friend. I told you earlier I expected you to find me in short order, and you did. Oh, I just asked a man I admire, who's due to influence. I chose it because it felt a good match for him. Here's your key. Right. Last one. Let's read the letter again. Blessed by the nymphi, a keeper doth stand. I remember something about a nymphi. Enthralled in a tale, a book in his hand. Words said and heard, which impel destiny. So we've got to talk to somebody. You don't have to write nothing. Where was the nymphi? Right. How do I get back up there? One of these buildings up here, I'm sure it was. Who's this over here? This guy? No. What about Beerette? Sure you have many questions. We need to go down a bit more. Ah! Red letter solve the riddles. Hey! Right, let's head back down there. See what's in the box. Sorry, it's took up all the time, hasn't it? But let's have a look. Dear Albert, allow me to congratulate you solving riddle. As promised, the gift is yours to take. Long time ago, Master Louis Soir left a little troublemaker in my care. At his behest, I taught the boy everything I knew in the ways of survival and infiltration. After years away from these shores, the boy has returned a man. By the set of his face alone, 'tis plain he has matured greatly. A product of this town with his scions, I do not doubt. Thank you for being there for him, and I ask that you continue to do so. Lastly, I ask that you forgive me for not saying this directly. In spite of myself, I've never been good at expressing heartfelt sentiments in person, hence this letter. The manner of its delivery, at the very least, I wish to make interesting. I hope you derive some enjoyment. Wow, loads of experience. 735 Klebbies. Meh. What else? Shondrat ring coffer. Oh, well. Yeah, that boosted up my experience. Right, let's have a look then, shall we? And we've got rings. Here, quartz ring of aiming, 108, 110, 103, 72. That'll go on there, wouldn't it? And I just need to get a materia. Right. Right, just need a materia guy in a bit. I've forgotten where he was. The hell was that? Was it up here? There we go. Oh, I can't do critical hit. Have to be direct hit rate. And I notice we've got an apothecary here. X potion. Yeah, definitely. Seven. How many greens we got, just in case? $12. Right. Okay, well, we're all set for next bit then. But that's going to have to be tomorrow. Sorry that was a bit boring, but I just wanted to do that little side quest. Not very often I do a side quest, but I thought there might be something worthwhile in there. Ring's alright, I suppose. Anyway, apologies. But until tomorrow, I'll see you there.